viewers. Welcome to Engineer Grace 115 channel. I'm so glad you are here. Today, I have with me Mr. Kingsley Nunu. He's one inspiring person. He's our lab technician or lab instructor, an engineer, someone who started with a different course and now is an engineer. That means anyone who really wants to do it can do it. So today we have here with us Sir Kingsley Nunu. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And we are glad you are here with us. And so, can you tell us a little about how you started all this engineering journey?
Oh, okay. I started actually all this engineering journey from my childhood. See, as when I was very young, I used to do this torchlight with battery and then those small lamps that we have in our torchlights. I used to repair those things and make these toy cars and all those things. So I realized that I have that potential within me. But along the line, during my JHS, one of my tutors advised me that I couldn't do science and all those things because I was very good in English and all those stuff. So he advised me to do general arts. So, well, since I was very young, I couldn't
Take
deny,
it
yeah.
through.
So I have to go into general arts. So I started general arts. So, but with the general art that I did specifically elective maths and then geography. So
Okay.
that should, in case of anything,
You
at least
can
I will not,
easily.
yes, I will not lack in my part in my career. So I pursued general art at Nifan Senior High School.
Okay.
And then from there, I applied for electricals at then Takwade Poly. So now it's TTU. Then I had an admission and then I came here to pursue electricals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, when you decided to do engineering, you were initially the advice was you should do general because you are good at English and maybe you might be a journalist or something.
Exactly. Or a lawyer.
Or a lawyer,
Yes.
yes. So because you are very good at communication and that.
Yes.
So I want to ask, when you decide to become an engineer, did anyone discourage you, or was your family surprised?
Well, nobody discouraged me. Actually, I took the mantle upon myself to do the engineering because my father was also an engineer.
Oh, that's great.
So it's like the train is already there. So pursuing engineering wasn't that difficult for me. Mine was I have to be determined to do whatever I wanted to do, even though I deviated from my initial program I wanted to do in SHS. But since I have it in mind, I need to build upon it or work upon what I already have so that I can be able to achieve whatever I want to achieve
Okay,
in future.
that's
Yeah.
that's a great story. All right, so during your studies, since you didn't start with the engineering, with the electrical engineering from your basic school, was it difficult? Did you face some challenges?
Yeah, for the challenges, yes, I face challenge because in life there's no way you can say that you will not face challenge. But along the line, I met certain people in my class that they really assisted me in my engineering career. So mostly I had when it comes to engineering, maths, physics, and all those things, because I didn't do them, so I was having this
A little
little
challenge.
yes challenge. But I have to burn the midnight candle
That's great.
to learn them very hard. And it got to certain point. Even the science students, I was even teaching them
Way
this
better than
yes, some
the.
of the courses that were taught in class, because since I've decided to do engineering, I need to master it very well because I didn't have the basics. So
Okay.
I need to
Putting a
bend
lot of
yes, putting a lot
energy.
of effort. I was not having enough sleep when I was doing my HND program. I didn't have enough sleep. So I was learning very hard. So what I normally do is for me to get the thing into my system, I need to teach others. So
That's
in
good.
teaching others, then I
You learn
get yes,
more.
I learn more from it. Yeah.
Okay, so in teaching others, you learn more. So do that. All right. Our next question is, when you when you finish your engineering course, what was your first project, your first work, and how was it? How challenging was it?
Okay, for the first work, because I didn't have that much knowledge in the practical field, we had it very tough. But at the end of the day, we were able to accomplish our task. We did capacitor start single phase motor. And
Okay,
that is what I did during my HND time. Yes.
that's great. So, do you have during your work, were there interesting times where you are like, this is the work that I love to do, and were there times where you felt like giving up?
Okay, like I told you initially, since I had that,
The interest.
yes, interest was already there from my childhood. So for me, going back wasn't an option.
Okay.
So the most important thing is I need to put in a lot of effort. You have to work harder to achieve whatever I wanted to achieve. As at now, I don't, even though for the practicals, I wasn't that good by then, but now it's better off. Yes, so for the practicals, I won't say I'm perfect though, but at least when it comes to certain works, yes, I'll be able to get them done for you. And also, I now give technical advices to people that comes to me in terms of their works and all
Yeah,
those
ways.
stuff. Yes.
All right. That's very, very inspiring. I'm inspired. Personally, I would like to do more into the motor starters and things. So I can't see.
Ah, yeah.
All right. So was there a time where maybe your work is related to power? Were you ever electrocuted?
Yes, for the electrical work, yes, for that one, you can't do away with shock. So because when I started doing my attachment, even though I didn't have the practical skills, so during my attachment period, I have to learn how to do house wiring and all those stuff. So you cannot, some of the works you have to do it live. You cannot do it when the cables are dead. You have to do
Okay.
it live. So if you are not mindful of yourself, you end up getting shocked by someone. So for the shock, is part of the work. Yes, it's
So
part of the
did
work.
you receive a very strong shock that you felt like I won't do this work again?
For the shock, I've received a very strong one, but I still didn't give up because you see, the more you practice something, you
The more
get
you know.
experience about it. So you know that okay, if I'm going to work on a live cable, so you need to be very cautious about the work that you're going to do now. So you need to do certain things so that you prevent that shock. Yes, from.
Okay. So I want to say if someone is out there, maybe a young boy, a young lady who want to pursue their electrical engineering course, but they have already veered off the engineering course. Maybe they've done other courses from economics, nursing, some other courses, and they have interest in engineering. What will you say? How will you encourage them to come in?
Yeah, for engineering is a way of life. You get it. So since engineering is a way of life, it depends on the individual. I
Okay.
always say that don't allow maybe your parents to push certain programs on your neck to come and do in the university. So you have to decide that okay, this is what I want to do. And then since you have decided yourself, I think you're going to put in more effort because nobody forces you to come and do the program.
Yeah.
So since you have decided to do a particular program or you want to do engineering, you should know the kind of program you're coming to do. You know that it entails a lot. So engineering is not an easy task because it involves a lot of thinking. So you cannot just come and do engineering and then just sit down aloof without doing anything. You cannot do engineering and be sleeping 24 hours.
Okay.
Your maximum hours you can sleep when doing engineering is supposed to be like 4 hours.
Okay.
Yes, because most of the time you have to be doing research. Yes, you have to be doing a lot of research. Like
Solving problems and
exactly, engineering is about solving problems. So if you're not ready to solve problems, they are not ready to become an engineer.
okay. So
Yes, you
if you are not
should.
ready to solve problems,
Yes,
you
you
are
are
not
not ready
ready
to
to
become
become
an
an
engineer.
engineer.
Yes,
Okay.
because if let's assume that the ACD people are not doing their work well, I don't think we'll be having light consistent on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they are always solving our problems for us. So since they are solving our problems for us, as an engineer, you should also have it at the back of your mind that you should also be ready to solve
To solve
problems.
problems.
Yes,
So engineering is about solving problems. So
exactly.
we solve problems.
Yes.
All right. So I want you to give some parting words like sure, the ladies. Some ladies will be like, engineering is for guys. I'm a lady, I'm doing engineering. So what would you tell them? Maybe your younger sister who wants to become an electrical engineer, but the society has this way like they have this notion that some courses are strictly for men. And if you're a lady, how can you be climbing pole? How can you be doing this? Engineering is broad.
Sure.
You can go into software engineering, a lot of
Sure.
engineering. So a lady out there or a little guy out there who wants to do it, and something for them.
Okay, for me, what I normally tell my female students is that since they've decided to come and do engineering, they need to put in a lot of effort. Because let's assume that okay, you want to do a male job, all right. You should know what it entails, all right, and then you should be ready to learn. You should give in all your very best in doing whatever you wanted to do. You get it. So for instance, if you're a female, we all know that females their interest is mostly in fashion, hospitality.
Catering, all this
Yes.
stuff
So you see the desire that they have for that program, they should also turn and then have that same desire for the
towards the engineering.
exactly. Because now engineering, when it comes to female in engineering, it is now fetching. So if you're a female and then the little effort to put in your engineering program, you see that you end up at the managerial level. Yes, you don't find it difficult in acquiring any job.
Job.
Yes,
Okay. So ladies out there and guys who want to go into engineering, you can easily get a job if you're a lady because
exactly.
a lot of fashion and a lot. So if you come into engineering, just say like 10 guys, then you are the only lady, you get a job.
Sure,
Yes.
you definitely get a job.
Yes. So thank you very much for joining us. And if you have some friends, families you want to say hi to, you want to give
Oh,
some
okay.
shout outs.
Yeah, I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Emmanuel Ewuku Afari. He was one of my mates that really helped me during my HND program. Yes, he was always there for me in terms of less. The programs that I have challenges with, he's always there to help me. So he was one of the people who really helped me to do my engineering program. Yes, I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Emmanuel Ewuku Afari. Yeah.
Mr. Emmanuel Ewukwafari,
Yes.
thank you very much because you have given us a great engineer and you have given us a great lab technician. We are very grateful. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us. We are very, very grateful
You're welcome.
and we would like to see you another time
Sure.
talking about safety, talking about other things, like having a dialogue about engineering. Okay,
Okay.
so thank you very much, Sir Kingsley Nunu. We are very, very grateful.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.